You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Nix. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9. Nix to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. That's taken in by Franklin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to run for it. Here's Hardy. And he will have the Broncos 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas.
The kick is good.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, check that. Street. Down.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A big run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Raiders had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Cougar 19.
2nd and 6. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. We can look at this Bronco defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Get it.
On 3rd down, here's Genty. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
4 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which his offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I don't see Northam trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check, bounce, let's go.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal for the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Nix from the shotgun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. And definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this Bronco defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Street. Ready,
He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Got it. Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
60. Hey. Go.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go. Let's go now. Ready?
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get out behind in the first team? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
To throw, here's Nix. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Nix going to give to Hardy. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in-route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
To throw is Nix. A quick hitter complete. It's Franklin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball will get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this this time for 17 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Straight ahead they go with Ali. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Looks good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And fighting down inside the 25. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Go, champ. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And the gain here with the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Big Lion. Get up.
They run straight ahead here with White. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Set. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Let go.
Looking to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on third down.
Well, they picked up 5, needed 4. So to me, you know that translates back to situational football and how they've been teaching it probably since OTAs and minicamps. Going over situations. No.
And will be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun is Nix. Quick hitter here is complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. 37-yard play. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Into space at the 45. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Still going. He may go. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Go, Reed. Go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Once again, it's Genty. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 71 yards for for him on the ground now, as he's been terrific here this afternoon. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Come on. Set. Panthers. Cowboys.
Now a first carry here for the running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready. 18. Cougar 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
We both know there was a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Bring it. Gravity Lions. Go.
On first down, it's Genty. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The backup Stidham, his first throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 29 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing Nix. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens.
Touchdown, Broncos! Evan Ingram, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Raiders 31. Broncos 21. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Go! Ready, ready.
First down, here's White. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10.
60 by 6.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught by Myers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Raiders 38, Broncos 21.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a first and 10. Nix to the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, a pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Now it's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard. The center receiver in motion to the left. Nix looking to throw again. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And outflow incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Try. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running?
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Broncos 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Operating from the gun, Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
A gain of 14. First down, Broncos.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 10. And the Broncos first down.
Nix to throw again. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims from 6 yards away. And the Broncos get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Nick's going to keep this himself. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Broncos 29.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Short throw caught by Bowers. Some strong running at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Let's go now.
They go play action here on first down. Touchdown! Brock Bowers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
52. Broncos 29.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Hardy, 65 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Raiders 52. Broncos 35.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Go!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Bombers.
To throw, here's Nix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To throw is Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Harvey will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
For the Broncos.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they'll take this to the 46.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Dragon 60. Eighteen Rattler. Ready.
Back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Big Lion.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Finishing strong with 3 touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra play by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
66. Broncos 41.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. This game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
60 Bison. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is unreal.
Las Vegas.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Broncos 41.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he drops it incomplete. And struggles continue here.
Brings up a 3rd down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards that time.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here before.
Let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.